Hi, welcome to Made to Heal with Angela Brown. So, I'm going to talk about a talk that I've read recently that was given by Apostle Dieter F. Uchtdorf, and he gave a talk called A Higher Joy. And I'm going to do 3 tips that he shares to have more joy and to be on higher ground. And I'll share that here in a sec. I just want to remind you of my new book that has come out, You Are Made to Heal Spiritually, Emotionally, Mentally, and Physically. There will be a link in the comments below. And also there will be a link for the comments below for my 12-week course. This is the last time I'll be offering the 12-week course for a while. So there will be a link for that if you have any questions. It starts September 16th and it goes to December 2nd. Okay, so this talk that I've read is so good. You know, men search for happiness, men and women all over. They are grasping, and we all want to be happy. We all want to feel happy. And the unfortunate thing is we're not all happy. If you look around, not everybody's happy. But would they want happiness for themselves? Absolutely. Most people want to have happiness. But here's the thing. Happiness is not going to be found. We think, oh, you know, the car we drive, the house we live in, the job we have, everything, all these little factors. In fact, that was my problem for years and years when I was stuck in an unhealthy mindset. It was, I'll be happy when, and I will be happy if, and it all had to do with criteria outside myself. When so-and-so just starts listening to me, I'll be happy. When this happens for me, I'll be happy. These are all things out of my control. And it was so silly that I truly didn't understand that happiness truly comes from within. It's my job. It's nobody's job outside myself to bring happiness to me. And joy is happiness on steroids. And if you haven't felt what joy has felt like in your lifetime, I truly encourage you to seek joy. There is nothing that surpasses joy. Joy is just such an amazing feeling. It is happiness on steroids. And we were created to have joy. God has told us this several times in the scriptures, if we will just read his word, that we have been created to have that joy. And so he gives, it's a really good talk. So I'm going to also share that in the links below. Look in the comments below, because I'm going to share the link to his talk. It is so good. It's worth the 5 to 10 minutes, 15, whatever. You can either listen to it or read it. It is really good. So he says 3 things that we can do that will help bring joy to us. And number 1 is drawing near to God. Drawing near to God is so much easier than we think it is. In my unhealthy state of mind, I didn't feel worthy of God's love. I didn't have love for myself. And so I wasn't drawing near to God as often as I should have or could have, you know, and when I hit rock bottom and God had showed me my value to him, and it was there all along. I was the only one getting in my way. I was the one getting in my way. And so I just, when that went out the window, and when I truly learned of my value and my worth, my confidence went up and my happiness went up so much. So he tells of the story of the unclean woman that had an issue of blood for 12 years. We find that in the New Testament. In the King James Version Bible, it will tell about this woman that felt unworthy, but because nobody wanted to be around her, they were kind of cast out. If you had an issue of blood or whatever, that you weren't welcome to be around others in the society. And so she went out of her comfort zone, and she just thought, if I could just touch the hem of his robe, if I could just do that. And she did. She went out of her comfort zone, and she was healed. She was healed. And so when we draw near to God, we can be healed. He is there to help us heal spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. We have to seek that. We have to seek him. We have to seek his face. We have to be willing to put in that effort, because when we draw near to God, that brings a joy into our lives like nothing else, and it puts us on higher ground. So the second thing, after he says draw near unto God, he says look for it. Jesus taught, seek and you shall find. Whatever it is you're seeking, if you want to be happy, seek for happiness, seek for things that are going to be joy, that are going to bring you joy. And it goes true when you flip it on the other side of the coin. If you are looking for things to complain about, if you are looking for arguments, if you are looking to get offended, or if you're looking to stay in resentment, then whatever you look for, you will find. If you're looking for things to complain about it, you are going to find lots of things to complain about. It's just natural law, right? So seek for things that are going to be joy. And so where will we find joy? How do we look for joy? What do we do to seek for this joy? And joy is around us readily, everywhere we look. In God's creations, there is joy. No matter what type of season you are in, whether it's winter, spring, summer, or fall, there is so much joy to be found just in nature itself. Just in knowing that, you know what? Nature teaches us, like the wintertime, nature teaches us to rest. We can slow down and have that rest, because other times of the year are busier in other ways. And when the blossoming of the spring buds that come out in the spring, it's just we can focus on the beauty there. Joy is in a baby. Seeing a baby, even if you are not related to this baby whatsoever, you could be at the store and you see a newborn babe. Your heart could be filled with joy seeing this precious little gift that is in this world, sharing their light. Of just them being in existence brings such joy. So joy can be found in a newborn babe, in a toddler, in the ages of children of all ages, right? Joy can be found through laughter. The most pleasant sound my husband and I have agreed upon, the most joyful, happy sound you can hear is children laughing and playing and having a great time. That is the sweetest sound when it comes to joy. So it's not that hard to look for joy, but if you're seeking it, you will find it so much easier than when you're focusing on the negative. Number 3 is bear one another's burdens. People around us, outside ourselves, are always needing help. Maybe it's something that's not a big deal. Maybe they just need us to share our smile, to share a comment of praise or boosting their confidence. Like, you got this. You have the strength you need to get through whatever it is you're doing. Just words of encouragement are huge, go a long, long way to serve other people around us. Jesus taught it is more blessed to give than to receive. And when we are able to give, that is the greatest joy we can find, because the best way to find joy is to bring joy to other people. He says that in his talk. Dieter F. Uchtdorf is, if we're looking for joy, we'll bring joy to other people. Find ways to help other people happy, to become happy, that will create joy in their lives. And true joy is multiplied when it's shared. When we share this joy, it's abundant. There's no limitations on that joy. It is just multiplied. So his challenge that he gives in his talk, he says, sincerely draw near to God. Seek that in your life, to draw near to him, and then seek diligently for moments of hope, peace, and joy. And even in our sorrows, even in our hard times, we can. He even says in his talk, we don't have joy, feel joy all the time. Jesus, the shortest verse in scripture says, Jesus wept. Jesus wept. God has wept. Okay. It is emotion. It's a natural, normal emotion to weep and to cry and to have sorrow. But amongst our sorrows and our sadness, we can find joy. We can look for the joy in things. So, and then he suggests that we focus on bringing joy to others around us. And he brought into, because he's a pilot, right? And he talks about the Orville brothers, and he shares a little bit about how ties in being on higher ground. And he just said, imagine that we just say to God, higher, Father, higher. I want to become higher. I want to be higher. And the only way we can get higher is by working on our emotions, how we're feeling, and creating this joy in our life that is not such a far thing. It's not an impossible thing to grasp or to reach at. We can all have joy. It is a choice. It is a choice that we make day in and day out. So I encourage you to choose joy and do those 3 little things that he suggests that will help that joy come along. So God bless. Please like and subscribe to this channel. And until next time, we'll be talking to you later. Bye.